So John, of course, not only was he the only triple Gold Cup winner in the 2017, he is also last year's retraining of racehorse champion at Dublin Horse Show with Kate Harrington. John is loving life at the moment. Or is John happy out with the food, which is probably a bit different to how he used to be. So he'll have a busy summer ahead of him, and I believe there might be an arena eventing class. So John loves a bit of jumps. I think he got a little bit bored with just showing. So he did a year of showing very successfully, and now we're very looking forward to an exciting summer. It's an honour for me to produce John. I mean, he is obviously an absolute superstar in the racing world, but he is the most beautiful horse and could have been a superstar in any field. I just like to find myself a 5-year-old sizing John to go eventing, and I think he'd be a badminton champion. He's a great horse to do with. He's really adapted to life here. Harrington's always felt that in order to retrain him, he had to leave the racing environment at home of Commonstown. And he's really switched off here, and he's loving life and treated like the king that he rightly deserves to be. So I've been very lucky. 3 ex-race horses, they had all actually raced, have brought me to the 5-star level. It started out with Kilpatrick River, who I think raced 26 times before he turned into an event horse, and I did my first ever badminton on him, and he was 9th, I think. Thought it was 10 seconds inside the time. I thought, oh, brilliant, I've got this sorted from now on. And then it took a few years till I got Soladoon. I got him when I was based in the UK and very good friends with Alan King, and I got him out of Alan King's, and I just always believed in him. He was a bit of a monkey throughout his younger years, but I knew the feeling I was getting from the saddle was special, and getting him to the 5-star level was magical, because till the day I die, I don't think I'll be lucky enough to get a feeling around Burghley of such effortless ability. He was 7 seconds inside the time on a year that only 3 horses made the time. He also was very competitive in the Event Rider Masters. He's made the time around Chatsworth. He was a very, very, very good horse, and he wasn't your typical event horse. If you looked at him, he still had that thoroughbred look about him all the way through his career, and physically it kind of held him back a little bit. But it didn't matter. He had the thoroughbred mindset that nothing's going to stop him. And despite his physical restrictions, he still managed to be literally a very, very top class event horse. Dublin Horse Show for any Irish person is an iconic event. Not only is it a great week, but myself and Robert have been going to Dublin Horse Show since we were 12-2 pony riders. And we've been trying to win it the whole way through ponies, and eventually I won the championship on a 14-2 called Hazel Blaze. And then I thought my Dublin story was over until the legendary Dunaveira 01 qualified for the 5-star international in 2019 and managed to win a class there. So that week was probably one of the highlights of my career. Dublin Horse Show is a memorable week. For Dad to be there to see me win in the big ring in Dublin, it was a magical day, and it was one of the best feelings ever.
Well, it pays off to come from a Showjourney family. There's a great round, 57.41 clear, and that's the new leader, and it will be hard caught. So
since I've been a kid going to the horse show, Dad is like an absolute celebrity there. Obviously, I don't remember him jumping back in the 70s, but he was part of the legendary 3 in a row Aga Khan Cup winning team, and himself, along with Paul Dara, Eddie Macken and James Kiernan, they go down in Dublin Horse Show history as absolute legends. It's also great to see how Dad gets treated there every year now that he hasn't sat on a horse in a long time. He had his bad accident when I was only 4, so I don't ever remember him riding, but the horse show always brings back, you just realise how big a deal he was back in the day, so it's very special. And then obviously that carried through with the Allens and the Allen family, and Bertram and Harry and Grace and Lucy. Dad trained them all through their pony careers, and Dublin Horse Show, they won far more than Robert and I did. I think they won all the championships, and of course are the founders of this Aloga brand. But no, Dad lives for Dublin Horse Show every year. That week is his week to shine, and it's a very special thing to see.
Oh, what a good round. And what a time. Look at that, 23.89. You really cannot think of that one there. So that's going to be